Saber Al-Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah was born on 16 June 1929. He was the Emir of Kuwait and the commander of the Kuwait Military Forces. He was sworn in on 29 January 2006 after confirmation by the National Assembly and served until his death on 29 September 2020. He was the fourth son of Sheikh Ahmad Al-Jaber Al-Sabah. Al-Sabah was born on 16 June 1929. He received his primary education at Al-Mubarakya School in the 1930s and completed his education under tutors. He was the half-brother of the previous Emir of Kuwait, Sheikh Jaber Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, who appointed Sabah as Prime Minister in July 2003, replacing the Crown Prince of Kuwait, Sheikh Saad Al-Salim Al-Sabah. His brother was killed in the deliberate crash of Royal Air Maroc Flight 630. Before becoming Emir of Kuwait, Sabah was the foreign minister from 1963 to 1991 and from 1992 to 2003. As foreign minister, Sabah restored Kuwaiti international relations after the Gulf War. He was also first deputy prime minister while serving as foreign minister. He was acting minister of finance from 1965 to 1967. He was prime minister and de facto ruler in 2003 to 06, due to Jaber III's ill health. On 15 January 2006, the Emir, Sheikh Jaber, died, making Sheikh Saad, Crown Prince of Kuwait, the new Emir. With Saad's accession, Sabah was likely to become the new Crown Prince, retaining his function of Prime Minister. But the constitution requires that the Emir be sworn in before Parliament, and the oath of office is complex. Soon, word began to spread that Saad was unable to take the oath in full. Some reports suggested that he suffered from Alzheimer's disease or some other debilitating disease. It was generally agreed that he was unable to speak, at least at any length. After a power struggle within the ruling family, Saad agreed to abdicate as Emir of Kuwait on 23 January 2006 due to his illness. The ruling family then conferred and Sabah became the new Emir. On 24 January 2006, the National Assembly of Kuwait voted Saad out of office, moments before an official letter of abdication was received. The Cabinet of Kuwait nominated Sabah as Emir. He was sworn in on 29 January 2006 with the National Assembly's approval, ending that crisis. Sabah dissolved the National Assembly on 19 March 2008 and called for early elections on 17 May 2008, after the cabinet resigned in the week of 17 March 2008 following a power struggle with the government. A struggle broke out between the government and parliament in 2012. He consequently dissolved the parliament. Sabah was a respected regional and international mediator due in part to his place in the Gulf Cooperation Council's leadership order and his 40 years of service as foreign minister and prime minister. Under his leadership, Kuwait acted as a go-between for Pakistan and Bangladesh, Turkey and Bulgaria, the Palestinian Authority and Jordan, factions in the civil war in Lebanon, and the Gulf states and Iran. In 2016, Sabah hosted several United Nations-sponsored meetings of leaders from the warring factions in the Yemeni civil war. Sabah quickly established Kuwait as the key mediator in the Qatar diplomatic crisis, meeting with Saudi and Emirati officials on 6 to 7 June before leaving for Doha to discuss the rift with Qatari leaders. His ongoing efforts have been publicly supported by Qatar and other interested parties from the region as well as the US, UK, France, and Germany. At the beginning of September 2017, Sabah discussed the situation with top officials in Washington, D.C., including U.S. President Donald Trump, who hailed his efforts to mediate and applauded Kuwait's critical contributions to regional stability. There were some questions from the boycotting countries about any preconditions. French President Emmanuel Macron stated French support for Sabah's mediation efforts after a meeting in Paris on 15 September 2017, reiterating June 2017 statements of support for the initiative. Trump and Sabah had a third meeting at the White House on September 5, 2018. Babri Masjid demolition case, all 32 accused including L.K. Advani acquitted. A special court in India today acquitted all the 32 accused, including Bharatiya Janata Party veterans Lal Krishna Advani, Murli Manohar Joshi and Uma Bharti, in the 28-year-old case relating to the demolition of Babri Masjid in Ayodhya, saying, there is no conclusive proof against them. Special Judge S.K. Yadav pronounced the verdict in his court in Lucknow, capital city of India's most populous state of Uttar Pradesh, reports our New Delhi correspondent. The judge said there was no conclusive evidence against the accused and the demolition of the 16th-century mosque was not pre-planned. Advani, Joshi and Bhatti were among the 32 surviving accused in the case who faced the charges of criminal conspiracy and promoting enmity. The Babri Mosque stood in Ayodhya and its razing on December 6, 1992 climaxed Pan-India Rath Yatras by Advani in what came to be known as the Ram Temple movement that changed India's politics and catapulted BJP to the centre stage. Besides Advani, Joshi and Bhatti, the accused in the case included senior BJP leader Kalyan Singh, who was the chief minister of Uttar Pradesh when the mosque was demolished. But none of the four high-profile accused were present in court today when the ruling was delivered. Advani, Joshi and Bhatti were allegedly on a dais near the mosque at the time of the demolition. The investigating agencies alleged they had instigated the crowd with their speeches. The Kalyan Singh government in Uttar Pradesh was dismissed by the federal Indian government led by Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao as riots broke out across India in which around 3,000 people died. A total of 48 people were accused in the case, but 16 of them died during the trial. Advani, 92, and Joshi, 86, are exempted from attending the court on health grounds. Bhatti has contracted coronavirus and Kalyan Singh is recuperating from the virus. In a landmark verdict in November last year, India's Supreme Court ordered the construction of a temple at the site. The foundation-laying ceremony took place earlier this year in which Prime Minister Narendra Modi was present. Advani had recorded his statement in the case before the special CBI court through video conference on July 24 while Joshi did so a day before. Both have denied all charges against them. In April 2017, the Supreme Court had asked the special court in Lucknow to complete the trial within 2 years with daily hearings. Later, it was given several extensions, and when Special Judge S.K. Yadav asked for more time, the court extended the deadline to September 30. Taken from the Daily Star, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.